I'd like to just share briefly. We've gotten more than our fair share of experience over the last 5 months in responding to these types of storms. Some garner a lot of public attention and news media, and others, like the events that took place on May the 4th in Elmore, did not have the coverage on the news, and the other and people in our community just weren't familiar with the devastation that happened in that very concentrated area. Just briefly, I'd like to share, when a storm like that happens, initially there's the emergency response to clear the roads and make things passable, ensure everyone's safety, restore essential services, power, water, whatever may have been damaged. And then our group from the EMA goes out and does assessments and evaluates these homes to determine what needs they have. And once we have the assessments together, then we depend heavily on volunteers beyond that. There are many restrictions and limitations placed on the county on what we can do, which is nothing beyond the roads and the right-of-way. So when there is that type of debris, trees down, things like that, we assess those things and we put together work orders, and then we depend heavily on volunteers to step out, groups, whoever it may be, to perform some of that work for their fellow neighbors. And I know that storm happened on May the 4th. Here we are 2 weeks past. And I think any group could contact our EMA and they could have work orders for you ready to go on assignments that need to be completed. And we facilitate that, and we make every effort to try to connect the resources with the victim in the storm. So we have tremendous volunteer groups in this area that are reaching out and looking for ways to serve, and I can think of no better way to show your Christ-like love for your neighbors than to serve them. So I just encourage all of you to seek out those opportunities. We will continue to try to manage that and facilitate the service opportunities. But beyond what's in the road and in the right-of-way, we are very limited in what we can do. But we don't just try to forget about people. We try to manage the situation and coordinate those volunteer response to try to make people whole. We also have the Elmore County Disaster Relief Fund, which has been in existence for several years, but was reinstated in response to the January 19th tornado that struck Wetumpka. And this most recent storm on May the 4th has now, by the board, been approved as a disaster that those individuals could apply for financial assistance from the Elmore County Disaster Relief Fund to help them in the time of need that they may have. So there are opportunities out there to serve, there's opportunities to donate, and there is help available for those individuals. So I appreciate our community and willingness to reach out to one another.